Hello. Welcome back. Today I wanted to walk through the cream shadows that I have from Sydney Grace. Sydney Grace has a sale coming up Monday through I think Thursday this coming week. And I wanted to just kind of put together a video swatching the shades of their cream shadows that I have. Their cream shadows are going to be on sale 50% off, which is remarkable. They are listed on the website at $8 a piece, and typically you can get 15% off anyway, but these are going to be 50% off. These cream shadows are going to be $4 a piece, and I am so very excited. I've been building my cart. They have other items on sale as well, anywhere from 30, 40 to 50% off, but I really love their cream shadows. Among a lot of their other products. And so I just wanted to share the ones that I do have, and then some of the ones that I don't have are definitely in my cart for next week. So the way that these are kind of grouped, there's no specific like color story or anything that I'm going for with this grouping. This is just kind of how I have them arranged in my acrylic setup on top of my dresser where I keep my makeup. And so they're kind of organized, but not necessarily. They're so comfortable on the skin. They're so easy to wear, and they last so well. I typically ask my makeup to last at least 12 hours a day. Maybe on a weekend, I don't need it to last as long, but for my weekly schedule, I like 12-hour wear out of my makeup, and I don't have an issue with these products. I do hit or miss sometimes wear an eyeshadow primer underneath. When I specifically know it will be a long day, I do tend to wear a primer underneath. There's also a few of these shadows, a few of these shades that might be discontinued. I'll list that in the description box as we go, or if I know about it while I'm swatching them, I'll mention that. There are a couple others on YouTube who have done a similar video, and if you're looking for this content, I'm sure you've seen their videos before mine. Alex or Alejandra did a video, so I'll link hers below, and then Kelly from Keep Beauty Real also did a video swatching her cream shadows from Sydney Grace, so I'll definitely link those in the description if you are curious to see more content on these products and to get an idea of some of the other shades that are available. So let's get started. Let me roll up my sleeves. So with all of the shadows, I like to give them a little shake. Some get a little more separated than others, but really it's not anything severe. Just a couple seconds shaking them and you are good to go. So this first shade is the Queen. And I feel like this is going to turn out kind of messy, so bear with me. So all you need is just a little bit of product. And it is so silky smooth. They dry down so well. Quickly, but not too quickly. You have time to work with them. And even after they've dried down, it's still easy to work with them, that you can like blend out the edges very well. So the Queen is kind of a warm taupey shade, I would say. I feel like that one was hard to predict on the website. I picked it up. I absolutely love it. It's definitely one of my favorite shades. The next shade here is Warm Glow. This one is a light pink, but it has so much brightness to it. It's gorgeous. I also didn't really know what to expect when I picked this one up. I love it very much. The next shade is Boardwalk. And this is more of a coppery, kind of a peachy tone shade. Very, very beautiful. So I just added a little bit more there. So one of the great things about this product is because it dries down, I can layer it on top of itself. So like you can probably tell just a second ago, it was a little bit more sheer. You can sheer them out a little bit if you want. I generally go for a little bit more opaque and then more sheer blended up into the crease, if you will. but because they dry down so well and the product quality is so high, it's not a problem to build on top of itself. The next shade here is Glory. This is a nice cool toned purple. I love this in the springtime. That is so, so beautiful. Our next shade is Blossom. This one is also beautiful for the springtime. This one's also a purple, but it's more of a lavender pinky purple. Look at that color. Ugh, Sydney Grace. This shade here is, in my humble opinion, a summertime staple. This is Suntan. It's this beautiful golden bronzy shade. It looks kind of similar to Boardwalk here. Boardwalk has more of a peach copper kind of ness to it, and Suntan is more true gold, I think. This shade is Pier 39. Another beautiful for spring shade. This is kind of a cool tone purple, but it's really unique. It has like a gold shift to it. I don't know how well it's picking up, but that is such a pretty shade. Again, for the springtime, summertime, whenever you want to wear it, there are no rules. This shade is Master Plan. So if you're familiar with Sydney Grace's single pigment pressed shadow pigment in The Greatest Gift, that's basically what this is in cream form. So it's got that beautiful mauve base to it and then kind of a greeny silvery shift. Okay, this is the shade I have on today. I'm pretty sure this one is discontinued. This is Cliff Jumping. This is just the perfect silvery taupe. And I am a really big fan of this shade. I hope that since they're discontinuing it, they come up with something kind of similar to replace it. I mean, you see how easily that translates on my eyes. I do have a powder shadow kind of blending out the edges today, but it's beautiful. It's such a pretty shade. I love it. This is actually the first cream shadow that I started with. This is the shade Campfire. So this is definitely a deeper brown with a smokiness to it. It's still got a reflection, you can see as I shift my arm. And it's still the beautiful, silky smooth, lightweight, thin, dries down, stays all day, but is easy to wash off. Okay, here we've got Down the Coast. Ooh, yes, this is a beautiful light silver. I think this might be one that they have discontinued as well. But that one too is just a nice silvery taupey one and done. It's kind of got its own undertone to it, different from the shift. So here is all of the shades I have on this arm. I'm going to switch over to my other arm for what I have left. And then I'd like to be able to show you all of them together so you can compare any shades if you're curious. Okay, I'm not nearly as coordinated on this side. This is Starry Night. Not like I was real coordinated on the other side, but you get what you get, you know? So here is Starry Night. It's definitely got a deep reddened base. I'm going to add a little bit more to my finger. And then it's got that green blue shift on top. So this one's definitely a deeper shade for a one and done, but it is beautiful nonetheless. This is very similar to the Powder Shadow Scarab in the Mel Thompson palette, Tiny Marvels. Or I believe Red Chameleon. I don't have Red Chameleon, but that's my understanding. Somehow I have not worn this shade yet. This is Pink of Perfection, but seeing as Valentine's Day is a couple days away, this will probably be what I'm wearing, at least at some point in the coming week. Look at that color. Oh, that's so beautiful. That is a perfect Valentine's shade, or whatever you want. Again, I don't care. Wear whatever shades you want and whatever season you want. This shade is the Scoop. This is another deeper brown shade. A lot of times with these deeper brown shades too, I like to wear them as a liner, whether doing a little bit more of a winged liner or even just along the lash line. That one's got kind of an olive compared to Campfire. Campfire has more of like a taupe, almost cool tone going on, and the Scoop has kind of an olive shift to it. Okay, this shade is Spiced Cider. And this one in the fall in particular, oh my goodness. That is a beautiful warm orange. Absolutely beautiful. This is the shade Warm Weather. Oh, I don't know that I got enough. This is like a, I say I don't know that I got enough. Like, this is all that I'm adding. Like, you don't need much. Like, the amounts that I'm putting here on my arm is probably enough for both eyes. Like, it really just does not take much. Okay, those might look kind of alike. Warm Weather is definitely pink. It's definitely more of like a burgundy, deeper pink shade compared to Spiced Cider. Just the way that it's showing up in camera there. Warm Weather is one of my favorites. So is the Season. Cold Weather's not my thing. It's all right, but I'm a warm weather, I'm a summer girl. Okay, here we have the shade My Bond. This one's definitely another one of those deeper brown shades. This one's got more of a red burgundiness to it. It's got some similarities to Starry Night. I think it's definitely deeper. I also used more here than I did here, so it's got a little bit more opaque. I think this one's a little more silver blue. My Bond is a little more silvery blue, and Starry Night's got a little more green blue for the shift. 2 swatches remaining. This is the shade Destination Wedding. So this is from the Light Peach mystery bag that I was given as a gift for Christmas. And this is such a fun peachy pink shade. And you can see some of this is one, and this is probably the only one that I have of this, but they have some of their shades have kind of a micro glitter in them that's just suspended in the cream. So it's not sharp, it's not overwhelming, it's not in your face glitzy by any means. But if you see a little bit of extra sparkle, that's coming through on there. But that's a really fun shade, and I will definitely be enjoying that this summer. I think that would pair really well with Spiced Cider for a look. Okay, last but not least, I have one of their multi-chrome shades, and this is one, this one and the Scoop, I believe, are shades that Sydney Grace sent me. So thank you, Sydney Grace, for that. So let me swatch Dragonfly. Dragonfly is so cool. Look at the shine on that. I definitely am interested in picking up their other multi-chrome creams in the sale. These swatches, guys, I'm so sorry. Just bear with me. But that's got a deeper green base with a nice bright green shift to it. Even this as a liner is really, really pretty. Look at it on my finger. So cool. Okay, so here's all the shades together. And I will list them by name in the description box so that you can, I'm peeking through, so that you can track which one's which by going down. I mean, there are definitely some that maybe appear a little bit similar on camera. Probably these two are the most similar that I can see in real life, but besides that, they're all pretty unique. Again, with my particular recommendations, I love any of these. I'm definitely drawn to the Queen and Warm Glow and Pure 39 and Master Plan and Cliff Jumping and Dragonfly, of course, beautiful. These last so well all day. They're so affordably priced. The ingredients are great. I don't have to worry about fragrances in my eye products. I think the level of shine and impact that you get with these shades is excellent. They feel beautiful, both touching them with your fingers and when you put them on your lids. They wash off so incredibly well. I cannot speak highly enough of these cream shadows. I'm really excited to get my hands on some more. If you have any particular questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments below and I'll update you with my thoughts or, any comments that I have back at you. And thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time.